Archangel Michael is guiding your next step, Part 1. Don't scroll, please don't scroll. Listen to this, because this message is for you, and your heart needs this right now, even if your mind is trying to question it, even if you're telling yourself this is just another video, because the truth is this moment was arranged long before you ever picked up your phone, and if you're here hearing these words, something inside you already knows that Archangel Michael is guiding your next step, not later, not someday, but right now, in this very season of your life where things feel uncertain, heavy, confusing, or strangely quiet. Listen to this, because you didn't imagine the pressure you've been feeling on your chest lately, you didn't imagine the exhaustion that comes from trying to stay strong for too long, and you definitely didn't imagine that deep inner knowing that keeps whispering, something is about to change. Don't scroll, stay with me, because Archangel Michael's energy is not loud or chaotic, it's steady, protective, and powerful, and right now he is standing at the edge of your life, sword down, wings wide, asking you to pause and listen. This message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because you've been at a crossroads you didn't even realize you reached, smiling on the outside, holding it together, while quietly asking the universe at night, what am I supposed to do next? Listen to this, because the reason you feel pulled in two directions is because one path is ending and the other hasn't fully revealed itself yet, and Archangel Michael is guiding your next step not by force, but by alignment, by protection, by gently removing what no longer serves you even when it hurts. And if you felt like certain people have been drifting away, conversations have changed, or situations no longer feel the same, this message is for you. That's not loss, that's divine intervention. Don't scroll, because the universe has been speaking to you through signs that are impossible to ignore, the repeating numbers, the sudden memories, the songs that play at the exact right moment, the dreams that feel too real. 11 showing up when you're thinking about your future, 222 when you're questioning your choices, 444 when you're feeling afraid and need reassurance. Listen to this, those are not coincidences, those are confirmations that Archangel Michael is standing between you and what was meant to harm you, guiding you toward what is meant to grow you. This message is for you, your heart needs this right now, especially if you've been feeling more emotional lately, more sensitive to energy, more aware of what feels off and what feels true. That's not weakness, that's spiritual awakening, that's your intuition sharpening because you're being prepared for a new chapter. And yes, this includes love, deep love, soulmate level connection, because Archangel Michael does not just protect your body, he protects your heart. And if you've been wondering why love hasn't worked out the way you hoped, why connections felt intense but unstable, why you gave so much and received so little, listen to this, you were being protected from a bond that would have drained you, not grown you, and now the energy around you is shifting, your standards are rising, your tolerance for chaos is fading, and your soul is calling in a connection rooted in safety, honesty, and divine timing. Don't scroll, because if you're single right now, this message is for you. And if you're in a complicated connection, this message is for you too. Archangel Michael is guiding your next step in love by asking you to choose clarity over confusion, peace over intensity, alignment over attachment, and that choice is closer than you think. Listen to this, because very soon you're going to feel an urge to do something small but symbolic, maybe send a message, maybe stop chasing, maybe finally speak your truth, maybe finally let go. And when that moment comes, don't ignore it, that will be Archangel Michael nudging you forward. Your heart needs this right now, because you've been carrying guilt for things that were never your fault, replaying conversations, wondering if you were too much or not enough. But hear this clearly, you were always enough, you were just in the wrong environment, and now that environment is shifting. the universe is rearranging people, opportunities, and timing to match the version of you that is emerging, not the version that survived. Don't scroll, because the next few days are important. You may notice your energy changing, your sleep patterns shifting, your thoughts becoming clearer. Pay attention to what suddenly feels heavy and what suddenly feels light. Archangel Michael is using your emotions as a compass, guiding you away from what drains you and toward what strengthens you. This message is for you, especially if you've been asking for a sign and saying, God, angels, universe, just show me I'm not alone. This is your sign, right here, right now. And here's the part most people miss. The guidance you're receiving is subtle on purpose, because your next step doesn't require a leap of faith, it requires a step of trust, one decision, one boundary, one honest choice, and once you take it, everything else will begin to unfold faster than you expect. Listen to this, because there is a conversation coming, a realization coming, a moment of truth that will change how you see someone or something forever. And when that happens, don't be afraid. Clarity is not loss. Clarity is freedom. Your heart needs this right now, because peace is replacing confusion. Strength is replacing doubt, and divine protection is surrounding you even when you can't feel it. Archangel Michael is guiding your next step, and you don't need to know the entire path, you only need to trust the next move. And if you're still listening to this, still here, still feeling something stir inside you, that's your soul saying, this is real. Don't scroll, stay grounded, stay open, because this is only part one, and what's coming next will explain why everything you went through had to happen exactly the way it did. Don't scroll, stay right here. Listen to this, because if you made it to part 2, this message is for you. And your heart needs this right now more than ever, and Archangel Michael is not done speaking to you yet, because what you're stepping into next is bigger than what you're leaving behind. Even if your emotions are still catching up, listen to this, because lately you've been feeling a strange mix of relief and fear at the same time. Like something heavy is lifting but you're not sure what replaces it, and that feeling is confirmation, not confusion. That's what happens when divine protection starts clearing space in your life. Don't scroll, because the reason things slowed down, stalled, or even fell apart recently wasn't punishment, it was preparation. Archangel Michael stepped in quietly when you were about to settle for less than you deserve, and some of the delays you resented were actually shields. Some of the endings you cried over were rescues, and some of the silence you endured was the universe teaching you how to hear your own soul again. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because you've been questioning your worth in moments where you should have been questioning your environment. Listen to this, you didn't lose your power, you outgrew the situation, and Archangel Michael has been guiding you out of cycles that kept you over-giving, over-explaining, and over-compromising. Don't scroll, because the next step he's guiding you toward requires a version of you that no longer begs for clarity, no longer chases closure, no longer confuses intensity with destiny. And if you've been seeing people reveal their true colors lately, pay attention. That's not betrayal, that's truth arriving early so you don't walk into the next chapter blind. Listen to this, because your intuition has been getting louder, stronger, sharper. And the reason you feel emotionally exposed lately is because old armor is falling away. You no longer need to be in survival mode. You're stepping into alignment mode, and Archangel Michael only removes armor when the battle is over. This message is for you, especially if you've been waking up at odd hours, feeling waves of emotion for no clear reason, or suddenly remembering things you thought you healed from. That's your soul releasing stored weight, clearing karmic residue, making room for something cleaner, lighter, and more honest. Don't scroll, because yes, love is still part of this message, and no, you haven't missed your chance, you haven't been forgotten, and you're not behind. Listen to this carefully. The soulmate energy around you is shifting from karmic lessons to divine partnership, from attraction rooted in wounds to connection rooted in peace, and if someone from your past has been popping into your mind unexpectedly, this message is for you. That's not always a sign they're coming back. Sometimes it's a sign you're finally closing the energetic loop. Archangel Michael is helping you cut cords that kept you emotionally tied to people who could not meet you where you were going. Don't scroll, because the love meant for you will not require you to shrink, chase, or prove your worth. It will feel steady, safe, and familiar in a way that calms your nervous system. And here's the part your heart needs to hear right now. You are not too much. You were just asking the wrong people to hold the right parts of you. Listen to this. Because the universe has been testing your boundaries lately, seeing if you'll go back to what's comfortable or step forward into what's aligned, and every time you chose silence over reaction, peace over drama, truth over convenience, you passed the test, even if it didn't feel like a victory at the time. This message is for you, because Archangel Michael is guiding your next step by asking you to trust what feels calm, not what feels urgent. And that's hard when you're used to chaos masquerading as passion. Don't scroll, because the signs around you are intensifying now, repeating numbers showing up faster, conversations lining up perfectly, opportunities appearing after long droughts, especially 333 and 555, signaling divine support and rapid change. Listen to this. These numbers are reminders that you are supported while you move, not after you arrive, and very soon, you will be faced with a choice that looks small on the surface but carries massive energetic weight, a yes or no, a stay or go, a speak or stay silent, and when that moment arrives, trust the option that feels peaceful, even if it scares you. Your heart needs this right now. Because fear and intuition can feel similar, but intuition feels calm after the decision, fear feels restless no matter what you choose. Archangel Michael is teaching you to tell the difference. Don't scroll, because there is also a blessing tied to your obedience, something you've been hoping for quietly, maybe money stability, emotional relief, a message, an invitation, or an apology you never thought you'd receive. And it comes only after you take this next aligned step. Listen to this. You don't have to force it, chase it, or manifest harder. You just have to stop resisting what your soul already knows. This message is for you, because you've been praying differently lately, not begging, but surrendering, not asking why, but asking how to move forward, and that shift changed everything. Archangel Michael responds powerfully to courage rooted in humility, and right now, he's clearing the final obstacles you can't see, removing resistance in the spiritual realm so things flow more smoothly in the physical one. Don't scroll, because in the coming days, you may feel emotional for no reason, tears without sadness, smiles without explanation. That's your spirit adjusting to a higher timeline. And here's the truth most people don't tell you. Growth doesn't always feel empowering at first. Sometimes it feels lonely, quiet, and unfamiliar, but you are not alone, even when it feels that way. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because you are closer than you think, closer to clarity, closer to peace, closer to the version of yourself who no longer doubts their worth. And if you're still listening, still breathing with these words, that's confirmation that Archangel Michael is still walking with you, guiding you step by step. And this isn't the end of the message, because part 3 will reveal why a specific person, opportunity, or truth is about to reappear in your life, not to test you, but to show you how far you've come. Don't scroll, stay with me. Listen to this, because if you're hearing part 3, this message is for you, and your heart needs this right now more than you realize, because something you thought was finished is about to resurface. Not to pull you backward, but to show you how protected you truly are. Listen to this, because lately you've felt a strange emotional echo, like memories, names, or unfinished feelings rising up out of nowhere, and you told yourself, "I'm past this," yet your body reacted before your mind could explain it. Don't scroll, because that reaction wasn't weakness, it was awareness. Archangel Michael has been allowing certain energies to reappear at a distance so you can finally see them clearly. Without the fog of attachment, this message is for you, because what's coming back into your awareness is not here to stay unless it aligns with the person you've become, and that's the test. Listen to this, because very soon you will notice a shift in how people approach you. Some will try to reconnect, others will seek validation, some may even apologize in subtle ways, and others will simply fade when they realize you no longer respond the same. Don't scroll, because this is where divine guidance becomes practical. Archangel Michael is guiding your next step by strengthening your discernment. Not everything that returns is meant to be reclaimed, some things return only to confirm your growth, and if someone from your past reaches out and it feels strangely underwhelming instead of exciting, that's not numbness, that's clarity. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because you've spent so long wondering why certain connections felt unfinished, why closure never came the way you expected, and the truth is, closure doesn't always come through conversation, sometimes it comes through contrast, through realizing you no longer want what once consumed you. Listen to this, because the universe has been elevating your frequency quietly, and when your frequency rises, old energies can't stay hidden, they either align or fall away. Don't scroll, because the next few days will reveal who can meet you at this new level and who cannot, and that revelation may sting for a moment, but it will save you years of emotional confusion. This message is for you, especially if you've been feeling less reactive, more observant, more selective with your energy. That's not distance, that's self-respect activating. Archangel Michael doesn't guide through fear, he guides through truth, and the truth right now is that your peace matters more than proving a point. Listen to this, because you are no longer meant to explain yourself to people who benefit from misunderstanding you. And if you've been feeling called to pull back, to speak less, to watch more, that's divine strategy, not avoidance. Don't scroll, because the universe is also sending you confirmation through angel numbers at moments of decision. 555 appearing when change feels inevitable, 777 showing up when you're doubting your spiritual path, 888 when abundance is aligning behind the scenes. These are reminders that you are supported even when the outcome isn't visible yet. This message is for you, because something you've been waiting on, a message, an answer, an opportunity, is already moving toward you, but it requires you to stay grounded and not rush ahead emotionally. Listen to this, because impatience can pull you back into old patterns, and Archangel Michael is asking you to move with intention, not impulse, especially in matters of the heart. And yes, love is still part of this, deeply, because the soulmate energy around you is becoming clearer now, not louder, clearer. The difference matters. What's meant for you will not trigger anxiety, jealousy, or self-doubt. It will bring a sense of calm recognition, like your nervous system finally exhaling. Don't scroll, because if you've been feeling less drawn to dramatic connections and more drawn to consistency, honesty, and emotional safety, that's your soul upgrading its definition of love. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because you've mistaken intensity for intimacy in the past. And Archangel Michael is guiding you away from emotional highs that crash into silence, toward steady presence that doesn't disappear when things get real. Listen to this, because very soon you may be presented with two options. One familiar, one unfamiliar, one that excites your old self, and one that supports your future self, and the unfamiliar one may feel slower, quieter, less flashy, but that's where the blessing is. Don't scroll, because your next step will require you to choose differently than you ever have before, and that's how you know it's divine guidance, not repetition. This message is for you, because you are being trusted with more now. More responsibility over your energy, your time, your heart, and Archangel Michael only hands that responsibility to those who have learned from their past, not those who are perfect, but those who are honest. Listen to this, because the universe is watching how you handle this next phase, not to judge you, but to support you, and every time you choose peace over proving, alignment over attachment, truth over comfort, you unlock the next layer of your path. Your heart needs this right now. Because you are not late, you are not lost, and you are not being tested to fail, you are being prepared to receive, and if you're still listening to this, still feeling that quiet knowing settle in your chest, that's Archangel Michael reminding you that guidance doesn't end here. This is only the unfolding, and part 4 will reveal the hidden protection that stopped something you never saw, and why you should be grateful it never worked out the way you once begged it to. Don't scroll, stay with me, listen to this, because if you've reached part 4, this message is for you, and your heart needs this right now more than ever, because what you are about to understand will completely change how you see your past, your delays, and the prayers that felt unanswered. Listen to this carefully, because there was something, someone, some opportunity, some path you wanted so badly before, something you begged the universe for, replayed in your mind, imagined working out perfectly, and when it didn't happen, it broke your heart in quiet ways you never fully explained to anyone. Don't scroll, because Archangel Michael is revealing now that what didn't work out was not a failure, it was a rescue. And the reason you couldn't see it then is because protection doesn't always feel like protection in the moment. Sometimes it feels like rejection, sometimes it feels like loss, sometimes it feels like silence. But listen to this, there was an outcome you were being spared from, an ending that would have cost you your peace, your confidence, your sense of self, and Archangel Michael stepped in when your emotions were louder than your intuition. This message is for you, because you've been blaming yourself for things that were divinely intercepted, wondering what you did wrong, what you could have done differently, why it wasn't enough, and hear this clearly now, it wasn't about your worth, it was about misalignment. Don't scroll, because the universe saw the full picture while you only saw the desire, and what you were asking for would have required you to abandon parts of yourself you worked too hard to heal. Listen to this, because lately you've been having moments of sudden clarity, like memories replaying but without the same emotional charge. Like you can finally look back without your chest tightening. That's not time healing wounds. That's truth settling in. Archangel Michael has been slowly lifting the veil so you can see what was really happening behind the scenes, the manipulation you normalized, the breadcrumbs you accepted, the emotional labor you carried alone. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because you were loyal to situations that were not loyal to you, and you called it love, commitment, patience. But now you're learning the difference between devotion and self-abandonment. Listen to this, because one of the greatest protections you received was being removed from something before it permanently altered how you see yourself, and that's why the ending felt abrupt, confusing, or unfinished. It had to be clean, even if it wasn't gentle. Don't scroll, because you are not meant to return to places that broke you just to prove you've healed. Archangel Michael doesn't guide you backward for validation. He guides you forward for alignment, and right now alignment looks like trusting that the pain you survived saved you from a pain you never had to endure. This message is for you, especially if you've been feeling gratitude and grief at the same time, missing what could have been while also knowing you're better off. That emotional duality is part of awakening. Listen to this, because the reason your standards feel higher now is because your soul remembers what it cost you to settle before. And you are not willing to pay that price again. Don't scroll, because the universe is also revealing something else now. The people who walked away, the opportunities that disappeared, the doors that slammed shut, they created space for what is about to arrive, and what's coming cannot coexist with the old energy you were carrying. Listen to this, because Archangel Michael is guiding your next step by asking you to release the fantasy of how you thought things should look and accept the peace of how they are meant to feel. And that shift is everything. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because peace may feel unfamiliar if chaos was your normal, and calm may feel boring if intensity was your addiction, but what's meant for you will feel safe, steady, and emotionally available, not confusing, not inconsistent, not draining. Don't scroll, because the signs around you are confirming this, especially if you've been seeing 666 not as fear, but as a reminder to rebalance, to come back to yourself, or 999 signaling completion and release. These numbers are not warnings, they are guidance, telling you that a cycle is ending exactly when it's supposed to. Listen to this, because there is a blessing that could not reach you until you let go of the version of the future you were clinging to, and now that you are loosening your grip, things will start to move faster. Conversations will align, opportunities will feel less forced, and love will stop feeling like a test. This message is for you, because you are no longer meant to chase clarity. Clarity is about to meet you where you stand, and when it does, it may come through an unexpected apology, an unexpected offer, or an unexpected realization that you no longer want what you once begged for. Don't scroll, because this is where your power returns fully, not through control, but through trust. Archangel Michael is not asking you to understand everything. He is asking you to believe that what was blocked for a reason, and what is opening now is opening because you are ready. Listen to this, because your next step will feel lighter than your last, even if it still requires courage, and courage now looks like choosing yourself without guilt, setting boundaries without explanation, and walking away without bitterness. Your heart needs this right now, because you've been strong for so long that you forgot strength can also be soft, peaceful, and grounded. And if you're still here listening, still feeling that calm settle in your chest, that's confirmation that this message reached you at the exact right time. Don't scroll, because part 5 will reveal how the protection you received is about to turn into visible reward, and why the universe is preparing to surprise you in a way you didn't see coming. Don't scroll, stay with me. Listen to this, because if you are hearing part 5, this message is for you, and your heart needs this right now more than you can explain, because the protection you received is about to turn into something visible, tangible, and deeply affirming. Listen to this carefully, because for a long time it felt like you were doing the inner work with no external reward, healing in silence, choosing differently behind the scenes, letting go without applause, and you wondered if any of it actually mattered. Don't scroll, because Archangel Michael has been watching every choice you made when no one else did, every moment you walked away instead of reacting, every boundary you held even when it cost you comfort, and now the universe is preparing to show you that none of that was wasted. This message is for you, because the season you are stepping into is not about survival anymore, it's about confirmation, about seeing proof that alignment creates momentum. Listen to this, because very soon you will notice a shift in how things come to you, not through struggle, not through forcing, but through unexpected ease, a conversation that flows, an opportunity that finds you, a door that opens without you having to knock 100 times. Don't scroll, because ease is not laziness, ease is divine cooperation, and Archangel Michael only allows ease when you are finally in the right lane. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because you've been conditioned to believe that love, success, and peace must be earned through pain, But that belief is dissolving. Listen to this, because the universe is about to surprise you, not in the way you imagined before, not in the form you begged for, but in a way that feels healthier, steadier, and more respectful of who you are now. And when it arrives, your first reaction might be disbelief, like, is this really happening? Don't scroll, because that disbelief is normal when you've spent so long in waiting mode. Archangel Michael is guiding your next step by helping you receive without guilt, without suspicion, without self-sabotage, and that may be the hardest lesson of all. This message is for you, especially if you've noticed yourself hesitating at good things, questioning compliments, downplaying blessings. That's old survival wiring. And it's being gently rewired now. Listen to this, because the reward coming into your life is not just material or relational, it's internal. It's peace that doesn't disappear when things get quiet, it's confidence that doesn't need validation, it's emotional safety that doesn't depend on someone else's mood. Don't scroll, because yes, love is still deeply woven into this chapter, but this time it shows up differently, not as longing, not as obsession, but as recognition. And whether this love comes through a person, a renewed connection, or a deeper relationship with yourself first, it will feel grounding, not consuming. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because you are learning that love does not require you to abandon your intuition, and if someone new is entering your life or an existing connection is shifting, pay attention to how calm your body feels around them. That calm is the sign you prayed for. Listen to this, because the universe has also been testing your patience one last time, asking, will you go back to what's familiar, or will you wait for what's aligned? And if you're still standing here, still choosing growth over comfort, that test is almost complete. Don't scroll, because the next sign you receive will be unmistakable. It may come as repeated angel numbers at the exact moment you're thinking about your future. It may come as a sudden sense of certainty, or a message that answers a question you never said out loud. This message is for you, because Archangel Michael is confirming that you are supported as you move forward, not after you arrive. And here's the part that may surprise you most. The reward you're about to receive is connected to your willingness to stop explaining yourself, stop defending your choices, stop proving your worth to people who benefit from doubting it. Listen to this, because once you released the need for external validation, you aligned with internal authority, and that shift changes everything. Don't scroll, because the universe responds quickly to self-respect, and what you are calling in now will meet you at the level of your boundaries, not your sacrifices. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because you are about to experience a moment where you look around and realize, I'm okay. I'm safe. I'm actually happy, and that moment may come quietly, without fireworks, but it will be real. Listen to this, because peace doesn't announce itself loudly, it settles in gently. And when it does, you'll understand why everything had to unfold the way it did. Don't scroll, because this is not the peak, this is the foundation. Archangel Michael is guiding your next step by helping you build something that lasts. Something that doesn't collapse the moment you stop holding it together. And if you're still listening, still breathing with these words, that's your confirmation that you are closer than ever. And part 6 will reveal the final internal shift you must make to fully step into what's waiting for you, and why once you do, there will be no turning back. Don't scroll, stay with me. Listen to this, because if you are here at part 6, this message is for you, and your heart needs this right now in a way that goes deeper than words, because the shift you're standing on the edge of is not external anymore. It's internal, and once this shift happens, there is no going back to who you used to be. Listen to this carefully, because up until now, Archangel Michael has been guiding you by removing, protecting, delaying, and redirecting, but now the guidance is about embodiment, about becoming the version of you that no longer waits for permission, validation, or proof to trust yourself. Don't scroll. Because the final barrier between you and what you've been calling in is not another person, not timing, not fate. It's the last layer of doubt you still carry about whether you're allowed to choose yourself fully. Listen to this, because deep down you've been asking, what if I'm wrong? What if I mess this up? What if I choose peace and lose something important? And Archangel Michael is answering you now by saying, what if choosing peace is the very thing that unlocks everything? This message is for you, because you are being asked to release the identity that learned to survive by staying small, agreeable, adaptable, and emotionally available to everyone except yourself. Don't scroll, because the next step requires a quiet but powerful decision. To stop negotiating with your intuition, to stop explaining why you deserve what you desire, and to stop shrinking your truth to keep others comfortable. Listen to this, because the reason this feels scary is because your nervous system is not used to safety yet. It's used to anticipation, tension, waiting for the other shoe to drop. And Archangel Michael is guiding you through that discomfort by teaching your body what calm actually feels like. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because you may notice yourself feeling restless even when things are going well, questioning stability, wondering if something is missing, and that's not a sign you're on the wrong path. It's a sign you're detoxing from chaos. Listen to this, because chaos can feel like home when it's familiar, and peace can feel foreign when you're not used to it, but that doesn't mean peace isn't meant for you. Don't scroll, because the universe is watching how you respond to calm, not how you respond to crisis anymore, and that is the final test of alignment. This message is for you, because the next level of your life does not respond to urgency, overthinking, or emotional bargaining. It responds to grounded decisions, clear boundaries, and self-trust. Listen to this, because Archangel Michael is asking you to stop asking for signs and start honoring the ones you've already received. You've seen enough. You've felt enough. You've survived enough to trust yourself now. Don't scroll. Because the reason your intuition feels stronger lately is because you are finally listening without immediately overriding it with fear, and that's why things are beginning to move faster, conversations aligning, insights landing without effort, opportunities appearing when you least expect them. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because the last internal shift is acceptance. Not settling, not resignation, but acceptance that you are worthy of good things without struggle, that you don't need to prove your pain to earn peace, and that love, abundance, and clarity can meet you where you are. Listen to this, because once you accept that, you will notice a subtle but powerful change in how people treat you. Some will rise to meet you, others will drift away naturally, without conflict, without drama. And that is divine sorting. Don't scroll, because you are also being asked to forgive yourself, not for mistakes, but for the time you stayed too long, tried too hard, and believed too little in your own wisdom. This message is for you, because self-forgiveness closes the last open door to the past, and once that door closes, energy that was stuck there rushes back to you. Listen to this, because you may feel sudden bursts of motivation, creativity, or clarity after this. Like parts of you are waking up again, and that's because they are. Archangel Michael is returning your energy to you piece by piece. Don't scroll, because the moment you fully step into this new internal state, you will feel it. An unmistakable sense of grounding, like standing firmly in your body, your choices, your truth, and from that place, you will no longer chase what's meant for you. It will recognize you. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because the fear of losing everything dissolves when you realize you were never meant to carry what weighed you down, and the life ahead of you is not built on sacrifice, but on alignment. Listen to this, because once this shift completes, you will notice something profound. The universe will stop testing you in the same ways, the lessons will soften, the resistance will fade, and what comes next will feel like confirmation after confirmation. Don't scroll, because this is the turning point, and part 7 will reveal the final message Archangel Michael has for you, the promise, the outcome, and why what's about to enter your life will make everything you endured finally make sense. Don't scroll, please don't scroll. Stay with me until the very last word, because if you are hearing this final message, this is for you, and your heart needs this right now more than ever before, and there is a reason you were meant to hear this ending. Listen to this carefully, because everything you've experienced up to this moment, the confusion, the waiting, the endings that didn't make sense, the strength you had to build in silence, was leading you here, to this realization, that you were never lost, never abandoned, never forgotten. You were being guided, protected, and positioned the entire time, and Archangel Michael wants you to know this clearly now, not as a whisper, but as a certainty settling deep into your soul. Listen to this, because the moment you stopped begging the universe and started trusting it, the moment you stopped chasing answers and started honoring your intuition, something powerful locked into place, and that's when the final alignment began. Don't scroll, because what's about to unfold next in your life will not feel like chaos, it will feel like recognition, like things clicking into place quietly but unmistakably. This message is for you, because the reward for your endurance is not just something external, it's who you've become, someone who no longer abandons themselves to keep others close, someone who no longer mistakes pain for purpose, someone who finally understands that peace is not boring, it's sacred. Listen to this, because Archangel Michael is confirming that the chapter you are entering now is protected from the start, meaning what comes into your life next will not require you to bleed to keep it. Love will not feel like anxiety, success will not feel like exhaustion, and happiness will not feel temporary. Don't scroll, because here is the truth that changes everything. The reason it took this long is because what's coming is meant to last, and anything built to last requires a foundation strong enough to hold it, and you are becoming that foundation, piece by piece, lesson by lesson, even on the days you felt like you were falling apart. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because the universe is not asking you to wait anymore, it's asking you to receive. And receiving may feel unfamiliar, even uncomfortable at first, because you're used to being the one who gives, who understands, who adjusts, but now the balance is shifting. Listen to this, because you will notice it in small but undeniable ways, the right people showing up at the right time, conversations flowing without effort, opportunities aligning without force, and a deep sense of inner calm that doesn't depend on external validation. Don't scroll, because this calm is the confirmation you've been asking for, and yes, love is part of this ending, whether that love comes through a soulmate entering your life, a current connection deepening into something safe and real, or a profound reconnection with yourself first.